can you go and make decisions? Do you know about this industry? Do you think there are any competitors in this industry? Do you think this is going to last in the next 5 to 10 years? NUS is world ki 8th ranked university, particularly for some courses or some schools like the business school. You obviously need to have a graduate degree, and that too with a good CGPA. They're trying to see कि तुम जिस बारे में बात कर रहे हो क्या तुम्हें उसकी एक्चुअली में नॉलेज है, क्या तुम क्रिटिकली चीज़ों को एनालाइज करते हो. फॉर मी थिंग्स हैव बीन ईजियर बिकॉज आई ऑब्वियसली हैव अ करियर काउंसलर इन माई लाइफ. बिफोर यू इवन फिल इन योर एप्लीकेशन आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट you go and you read these curriculums. Now first they are going to send out an email. This email means that you're 95% in, but there are still 5% chances that you might not get the admission. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of edX Talks. और आज का वीडियो is another part of my NUS and Singapore series. मैं already NUS के बारे में, सिंगापुर के बारे में, मेरे decision यहाँ आने के बारे में बात कर चुकी हूँ. And I've also made a video with one of my friends on the profile that such universities look at. So अगर आपने वो videos नहीं देखी हैं, feel free to go to the channel and trust me, you will get a very good idea of how things work, what kind of profile do you need, what kind of academics, extracurriculars do you need. Because in this video, I'm not going to talk a lot about that. I am instead going to cover the application and admission process of NUS. So I think we can get started. But before I go deep into the topic, let me give you a brief for those जिन्होंने वो videos नहीं देखी हैं, जिन्हें बहुत ज़्यादा idea नहीं है. NUS is world की 8th ranked university, particularly for some courses or some schools like the business school. And I am in the business school, so I know more about the processes for business school. But all in all, what I've talked and what I've observed with other people here, जो process रहता है वो similar रहता है, dates similar रहती हैं, कुछ ऊपर नीचे changes हो सकते हैं, which you can always go to the university website and you can find there. So yeah, let's go deep into how the application and admission process works. सबसे पहले, what is it that the university requires? This video is specifically going to be from the point of view of masters. So अगर आप undergrad के लिए देख रहे हैं, maybe this is not for you and you can put in the comments and I can make a separate video for undergrad. But ये हम masters की बात करने वाले हैं. So जब आप masters program के लिए apply कर रहे हैं, it could be MSc, that is Masters of Science, or it could be like MIM, that is Masters in Management. It could be MTech, which is again your Masters in Technology. So any of the Masters program, you need some basic criteria. So apart from the in detail profiling जो हमने बात की है पिछली वीडियो में, I'll just briefly cover it up. You obviously need to have a graduate degree. And that too with a good CGPA. So, on a scale of 5, maybe you need to have a CGPA that is above 4. और अगर आपकी CGPA 4 से ऊपर नहीं है, then maybe you need to have some extracurriculars to back it up. You need to have maybe work experience, internships, some volunteering experiences, all of that to cover it up. But again, your academics do matter a lot. So that is a basic criteria. उसके बाद अगर आपने जो अंडरग्रेड डिग्री है वो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में नहीं की है, in that case you might have to give IELTS or TOEFL, which is just an English proficiency exam, because they need to understand कि आप जब यहाँ आ रहे हैं, so you are well fluent in the language because it is English that you will be taught in, right? Until unless you're opting for a Mandarin specific course. Yes, NUS में Mandarin specific courses भी होते हैं जो कि Chinese language Mandarin में पढ़ाए जाते हैं. But all in all, majorly you have the English courses. So, but if you have done your undergrad degree in English medium itself, then you do not need the proficiency test, that is IELTS or TOEFL. उसके बाद दूसरे टेस्ट होते हैं आपके GMAT या GRE या फिर कोई course specific test. Now, if I talk about MSc in business school, you do not really need a GMAT or a GRE. अगर आपके पास वो score है, it might enhance your profile, but that is not a requirement for MSc or MIM programs. For different courses, I would recommend that you go to the website of your course and check specifically अगर आपको कोई course specific test या grades या marks की ज़रूरत है. But otherwise, I really don't think that is a requirement. If you're coming for MBA, then yes, you do need GMAT or GRE. Similarly, in terms of experience, for at least MSc and MIA programs, there is no minimum work experience criteria. You could be a fresher, just done your undergrad and you can apply. You could be someone with 3 years of experience, 1 year of experience, and you could also be someone with 15 years of experience. I have people in my cohort with 10, 15, 12 years of experience, and also those who are complete freshers. So at least for these programs, कोई minimum या set eligibility criteria नहीं है when we talk about work experience. But if again you're going for MBAs, you would have specific criteria, and कुछ courses में हो सकता है different faculties में that they would need an experience. I would again recommend that you go to the website and cross check on that. So now since you ensure कि आपके कोर्स के जो भी requirements हैं वो सब आपके पास हैं, आपकी undergrad degree, tests, scores, whatever, you can probably proceed to go and fill in your application. One thing is NUS has a lot of courses, okay, in every faculty. Even in biz we have like I think 8 or 10 specializations within MSc itself, like all these courses, and they have really in-depth differentiated curriculum. So before you even fill in your application, I would suggest that you go and you read these curriculums. If you feel you can, maybe reach out to the alumni, or maybe you can just put a comment on this video and I can, get the insights for you. But try to understand what that course has and if it's a good course for you. For example, I am in strategy and innovation. I have a lot of friends in marketing. Then there is finance. Then there is a specific category of sustainable and green finance. So there are a lot of niche courses that are available in the university, and all of them are really good if that is something that you want to do. So पहले आप ये अंडरस्टैंड करिए कि क्या वो कोर्स आपको करना है, एंड वंस यू हैव डिसाइडेड दैट एंड यू हैव ऑल थिंग्स इन प्लेस, यू कैन प्रोसीड फॉर द एप्लीकेशन. Now let us talk about the 2 intakes. So NUS has 2 intakes, एक है Jan का और दूसरा है August का. I'll talk mostly in specific to the August intake because that was my intake. I have more knowledge about that, or I have the direct experience about that. So for August intake, applications जो होती हैं they usually begin in October of the previous year. For example, अगर हम August 2026 के लिए apply कर रहे हैं, applications are already open. They began in October 2025 itself, and these applications go till January of that year. So for August 2026, the applications would be open till Jan 2026. So you have roughly 3 to 4 months का window to apply. And what they need in this application is, of course, the basic documentation, आपके transcripts, आपका degree scroll, plus along with that they need letter of recommendations, and they need SOPs, and they need any test scores that would be relevant. They need a CV or a portfolio, whatever is more relevant to your course. For us, it was obviously our CV. And also when we're talking about SOP and LORs, try that one. SOP is super aligned to your course and why you want to get into it. So this first screening is, I feel, very important, because what I can guess from my interview, usually they just make up their mind in the first screening, as interview is only to check अगर जो तुमने अपनी एप्लीकेशन में बोला है वो सही है या नहीं. इट इज़ वेरी रेयरली टू नो समथिंग मोर अबाउट यू अदर देन व्हाट देव ऑलरेडी आस्क्ड इन द एप्लीकेशन. सो जब आप SOP बना रहे हैं, मेक श्योर दैट यू नो व्हाई यू वांट टू गो टू दिस कोर्स, यू नो व्हाई यू वांट टू कम टू NUS and what you bring to the table. And all of that should be supported by your LORs. If possible, try to get LORs from people who really hold value or who are in the, positions of power. For example, I had 2 LORs. One was from the chancellor of my university, and the other one was from the global director of the company I had worked in. So both the people, they really hold power and value, and if they're recommending you, it says something strong about you. So अगर आप कर सकते हैं, so please try कि आपके जो LORs हैं वो ऐसे लोगों से आए. And I think mostly courses के लिए they need 2 LORs, so that should be sufficient. And these are the basic things, and apart from that, obviously your personal information, maybe they can ask you a bit about your experience, there could be some essays. All of these things depend from course to course, but these are the generic basic things जो mostly हर course application में होती है. Once you're done with it, I think at least for my time it was roughly around $100 application fee. So you can put multiple applications as well. You can apply to different courses. For example, you can apply to both MSc in Finance and MSc in Sustainable and Green Finance as well. So but every application you have to fill it out separately, and I would say every application के लिए make sure कि आप अपने जो SOPs हैं या जो essays हैं या जो course specific questions हैं वो please customize करके लिखिए, because you're not just applying for the sake of it कि जिसमें आ जाएगा चले जाएंगे, because उस case में the chances actually I would say will reduce, because you're just putting a general application. So please customize and think it through, and I think every application has a separate application fee as well. Could be $100, but again I would say you can check on the website or when you're filling up the application. They have multiple rounds as well. For example, there's a first round which is till roughly 31st October, then you have the second round till mid-December, and then the last one which is going on till Jan. So again, ये dates vary कर सकती हैं, but this is what roughly happens, and depending on when you put your application, you will also get the further steps. So once you have sent out your application, if you get shortlisted, you will probably get a mail for your interview call. Now again, depending from course to course and from faculty to faculty, there could be 1 or 2 interviews. For me, I had 1 interview and I got a week's time to select my slot. So you can choose whenever you're free, कौन सी date, कौन सा slot आपके लिए most suitable है, and you can choose to give your interview then. Interview roughly lasts for 15 to 20 minutes, and mostly they're just going to cross question you on your application and profile जो आपने already fill करी है, submit करी है. They just want to know कि आपने जो भी चीज़ें enter की हैं, are they actually true or not, and in very rare cases they would try to understand something more from you which is maybe not clear from your application. So yeah, my interview lasted for hardly like 20 minutes, I think. I've discussed this in my previous video as well. My interview was majorly around my internship experience and my experience in my family business. And not as in what have you done, but as in can you go and make decisions? Do you know about this industry? Do you think there are any competitors in this industry? Do you think this is going to last in the next 5 to 10 years? So very, detailed and in-depth questions, because they're just not trying to ask कि तुमने क्या किया है, but they're trying to see कि तुम जिस बारे में बात कर रहे हो, क्या तुम्हें उसकी एक्चुअली में नॉलेज है, क्या तुम क्रिटिकली चीज़ों को एनालाइज करते हो, क्या तुम इनोवेटिव हो, क्या तुमने लीडरशिप स्किल्स शो किए हैं, क्या तुम फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट्स रखते हो, और तुम NUS में क्यों आना चाहते हो. How is this course going to benefit you in your life, and are you actually a fit for this course? Now sometimes what happens is, I've seen this with a lot of students, अगर आपका application नहीं clear होता है या आपका interview नहीं clear होता है, you get demotivated because you just feel somebody has rejected you. But most of these times, especially जब हम top schools की बात कर रहे होते हैं, it's not that they're rejecting you as a person or that your profile or application or you as a person has some weakness. It just means that you are not a fit for that program, or that program is not a fit for you. For example, if I would apply in finance, I would probably not get admission because I'm not meant for finance, right? And maybe somebody who's very good with numbers but not creative at all applies for marketing or strategy or innovation, probably they would not get in, right? So that is the course alignment which they also want to see and gauge in the interview. Now after you're done with the interview, it takes around 2 to 3 weeks time to get a decision on your interview if you have got the admission or not. Now first they are going to send out an email saying that the admission committee or whoever took your interview is like impressed, or they like you, or your application is selected or whatever, and you are a potential candidate for the course. However, the academic directors and everybody, like the main people, they are yet to confirm their decision, and it is still up to their discretion, यानी कि उनके ऊपर है कि वो आपको admission दे या नहीं दे. So I think this email means that you're 95% in, but there are still 5% chances that you might not get the admission. And again, that decision comes within 2 to 4 weeks. If you're in, you will get your offer letter, and when you get your offer letter, they give you like a week's time, I think, to accept the offer and to make the first admission deposit, यानी कि जो हम ऐसे कहते हैं सीट बुक करना अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में. तो आपको 1 हफ्ते का टाइम मिलता है जिसमें कि आपको इनिशियल डिपॉजिट देना होता है. इफ़ यू फील दैट यू नीड सम सपोर्ट, आई वुड से जस्ट राइट टू योर यूनिवर्सिटी डिपार्टमेंट, or maybe try calling them, and they would give you the exact email ID that you should reach out to, and they should be able to help you. So once you're done with that, like once you accept your offer and you have finalized your admission, you've given your deposit, congratulations, you're in the university. But after that, you have, I think, roughly 1 month's time to showcase your financials. So हर यूनिवर्सिटी में स्पेशली जब आप अब्रॉड जा रहे होते हो आपको अपने financials शो करने होते हैं, which is roughly the amount of your fees, total tuition fees, along with the estimated living expense. They just want to see that if you're coming here, you will be able to bear the full cost of the course as well as living. So you have a month to showcase that. It could be anything. It could be just cash in your account. It could be just probably some FDs or some investments that you have. It could also be loan if you're taking a loan, but you have to figure that out in that month's time. Once you do that, then everything is done. आपके documents जा चुके हैं, आपके transcripts जा चुके हैं, आपने financials show कर दिए हैं. Now you just have to wait for the university to start processing your visa and alongside pack your bags for this new journey of your life. I think visa processing, again, it comes in different steps. Pehle university applies the visa for you, that's the first step, and then you get a notification and then you have to go to the portal, fill up your details, and then there are different steps. So there is medicals and all of that. Maybe I can cover all of that in a separate video. Now there's one very important aspect that I did not talk about in this entire application and admission process, which is scholarships. NUS gives a lot of scholarships to international students as well. These scholarships might not be so much mentioned on their website, because even when I was applying I could not see all of these things on the website, but they do give scholarships generously. Obviously it is competitive, but no harm in trying, right? And at least for business school, what I know is that you are automatically considered for a scholarship if you apply in the first round, that is 31st October से पहले अगर आप अपनी application submit कर देते हैं, that is the first round, you are automatically considered for the scholarship, and you will get the decision after you've done everything, like even after you've showcased your financials and everything, उसके बाद आपको scholarship का decision पता चलता है. So that is, I think, a gap that you cannot know if you've got a scholarship or not before you finalize your offer. But yes, they do give it, and you're automatically in the consideration if you've applied in the first round. And if you want to be considered, of course you have to apply in the first round, because uske baad if you're applying, you would not be eligible for the scholarships for business school. Other faculties, again, I would say either check the website or write a mail to the specific department, and they should be able to guide you. I think this was all from my end, talking about how to apply to NUS and what is the procedure, what are the timelines. If you still have any specific doubts, put it in the comments, and मैं उस पे video बना सकती हूँ. I can get people from these departments to talk about your specific queries or doubts. And one another thing, it's like a closing note from my end. For me, things have been easier because I obviously have a career counselor in my life. I have somebody who can guide me through the academic procedures, and because I've worked in it, I've seen it throughout my life, I kind of have that knowledge as well कि कौन सी चीज़ सही है, कौन सी गलत है, किस pros and cons के basis पे decision लेना है. But if you do not have that, and if you are confused before you apply to any university outside India, or I would say even generally also any university, but specifically if it is abroad, a lot of money is involved. A lot of your time and effort is going to be involved, and some of them also require tests like GRE and GMAT, which is another effort and cost attached to it. Please, maybe you can go and try take support from a career counselor, or at least think your decision through. Do not do things in a rush, because NUS gives you just 1 week to accept the offer, and so do many other top universities. उस एक हफ्ते में आप इतने पैनिक में होते हो कि शायद आप वो डिसीजन करेक्टली नहीं ले पाओ. You can do that only if you have thought through the decision पहले. For example, in my case, I was very clear कि if I get admission into NUS, I'm going there. There are no questions about it, no thinking about it. I get the offer, I'm going to accept it. So if you have already thought that before, it's going to help you in the process a lot. And that confidence also shows in your interviews and your application. So all in all, a thoroughly made decision really helps in your life. And if you need help, feel free to reach out to people who are experts and who have the experience. Yeah, I think that was it from my side for this topic. Again, if you have any other things, just put in the comments. I'll make sure I'm making a video on it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned on the channel for more such videos and also more guests from NUS that I'm going to bring in the coming weeks. Thank you once again.